Hi, you guys. It's Yaz, and today I'm going to talk about 10 weird things that narcissists worry about. Believe it or not, narcissists have their own worries. So I'm going to talk about the things that a narcissist worries about or things that they're in fear of. Number one of the biggest things a narcissist worries about, they worry about their image, how they're perceived by other people. What are other people going to think about them? So you'll notice when you're around a narcissist, they're very much going to be hyper-focused and worried about what their appearance is and how they appear to other people. They will spend hours to get ready just to go to a store, just to, run down to get gas or something, because they never want to be caught where somebody may look at them the wrong way or anything like that. So they'll worry about if they have a crease in their shirt, God forbid they have a wrinkle in their shirt. God forbid they have lint on their hat or lint, or their shoes are not, super cleaned up or anything. Again, it's all fear of how they're going to be perceived by people out there, and they never want to look like, they're not at their best, or that people could say something about them. They never want anybody to look at them and think, oh, they're a slob or anything like that. The other thing that narcissists worry about is they worry about how they smell. Okay, that's why so many narcissists wear tons of cologne. Well, they wear a lot of cologne and perfume to attract supply, but it's also because they want to make sure they're always smelling good for attraction. Okay, so narcissists worry about being attractive, being able to attract, reeling in supply. So they're always going to, a lot of them, they overdo it with the cologne and the perfume. Now, this is for anybody that comes back at me and says, well, I wear cologne and perfume and I care about how I smell, but I'm not a narcissist. We didn't say everybody that wears cologne and perfume is a narcissist, all right? All right, so I got to explain this because I get these people that come back and say that, all right? I'm talking about how narcissists are. So narcissists are weird about, their appearance. Like I said, a crease in the shirt, lint on their clothes. They worry about dirt on their shoes, and they worry about how they smell, all right? They're also very critical about how other people smell. They may even try to give you a complex, even if you don't smell, you don't have anything wrong with you. They want to plant that seed of doubt in you or something like that. So they could say something to you like, you smell funny or something like that. Or all they have to do is say that to you to give somebody a complex. Narcissists love to do that, make you feel insecure in some sort of way, all right? The other thing that narcissists worry about, they worry about if you have more money than them. See, a narcissist never wants to feel inferior. They've always got to be on top. So a narcissist, is always going to be competitive with people to try to outdo them because they want the power, they want the control. So they always, they're very, very nosy. They always want to see how you're doing. Are you successful? That's why a lot of times they stalk your social media, or they want to see how you're doing. Are you doing well? Not only just your mood, to see what your mood is, because they never want to see you happy, but they also want to see if you're successful, if things are going well for you, if you're posting about your business or posting about your career, or, you're getting accolades or you're getting raises or anything like that, that irritates the narcissist. So narcissists, one of the things that narcissists worry about is that you're going to outdo them, successfully in your career and in your endeavors. So they worry about whether you're going to end up with more money than them. The other thing too, you have the narcissist who's manipulating people in the family for inheritances. So they're also going to be worried about that and worried about screwing people out of their inheritances. The other thing like I said, narcissists also worry that you're going to be more successful than them. They never ever want to think that, they're beneath you. The other thing that narcissists worry about, they worry about if you are more happy than them. All right. Like I said, this is another reason why they stalk your social media. They want to make sure that you're not doing well. Okay. And if you are doing well, narcissists sometimes try to sabotage you in some sort of way. All right. Any way they could think of to try to sabotage your happiness. Let's say you moved on, you're with somebody else, you're dating somebody else, you're posting pictures with this new person. Ooh, that is going to irritate the narcissist, and they're going to worry about that, okay? They're going to worry about the fact that you're more happy than them and you've moved on. So they worry about these kind of things. See, they don't just break up with you and worry about themselves. They worry about themselves, in one sense, getting supply, but they also worry in the sense that they never want to think that you left and now you've moved on and you're living a better life than them and you're happy. Ooh, they don't ever want to think about that, all right? So one of the weird things that narcissists worry about is that you're going to end up happier than them. But see, in general, a narcissist is in their own hell. They're never happy because they're empty vessels inside, all right? They're demonic. They have gone to the dark side. So they will always be searching and seeking to fill up that empty space within themselves. But they don't ever they worry about the fact that you could be happy because they're jealous, all right? Narcissists are ruled by jealousy and envy. So they never ever want to see you more happy than them, all right? What's another thing that narcissists worry about? They worry about whether they have enough supply so that they're never alone. Narcissists cannot be alone, all right? This is just a fact. Narcissists cannot, being alone to a narcissist is like death, all right? Because narcissists always need people around to validate them. They can't handle abandonment. So they're always going to be worried about having enough supply. This is why when the relationship is breaking down with you, they're going to sit there and make sure that they have a replacement before the relationship even breaks up. So it's not that the relationship broke up and, all of a sudden they switched on to somebody else. Oh, they moved fast. They moved on fast. No, they didn't move on fast. They had that person even before the relationship broke up with you, in case you didn't realize it, all right? I see that a lot on the internet where they talk about some of the influencers, they talk about like why the narcissist moved on fast after you. It's not that they moved on fast after you. It's that they had lined this person up either the whole time they were in the relationship with you or at the end when the point they start to devalue you is the point that you know that they have somebody else, all right? So they've had that person. It's just that they monkey branch over to them as soon as the relationship really crashes with you, all right? So they're always going to be worried about having enough supply. What's another thing weird thing that narcissists worry about? Well, we know that narcissists are thieves. 99% of them are thieves. So they're going to worry about stealing from you, okay? I'm telling you guys, listen, I'm speaking from experience. These narcissists, they're thieves, all right? So if they could try to get over, narcissists love to get over, they're going to be worried about how they're going to rob you in some way. Maybe rob something in your home, maybe rob your money, rob your jewelry, rob something valuable, rob money out of your bank account, use your credit card numbers. They're going to think of some way. This is one of the weird things or weird behaviors they have. They worry about how they could steal from you, all right? That's why I tell you, don't ever let these people in your home unattended. Don't ever let these people in your home because they are casing your house, all right? I'm telling you, I've seen it. Next, what narcissists worry about? They're also worried, like I said, I talked about this in the beginning of this podcast. They're worried about their image, but they're also worried because they want to be perceived as the good guy and they want to make you out to be the villain, all right? That's why they play the victim. This is your covert narcissist. They always want to, because they feel they get more bees with honey with other people. So they feel like if they play the victim, more people will be siding with them and sympathetic to them, and they'll look at you as the big bad monster. So they always want to be perceived as the good guy. guy. This is why they show fake empathy towards you around other people, or they may tell other people how they're concerned about you, they care about you, but it's all an act. It's all manipulation. They're manipulating these other people to think that they really care about you, but that couldn't be farther from the truth, because what they want is for these people to feel like they're the good guys and you're the big bad wolf. And if you say anything bad about them, you're going to look like a monster, because they've manipulated these other people to think that, that they're a good person and you're the monster. All right. So these are the things that narcissists worry about. These are their weird behaviors. So they're going to worry that, they don't ever want to be perceived as the bad guy. They always want to be perceived as the victim. The other thing too, keep in mind, they could be overt, covert. All right. A lot of people don't realize that they could be dealing with with covert tendencies where they could play the victim, but yet be a yeller and screamer. So you have to really analyze the narcissist you're with. The other thing that narcissists worry about, weird thing that they worry about, is they worry that you're going to get over on them first, okay? And I've dealt with this is how I know this. The only way you would know these kind of things is having lived through it, all right? And I have lived through all of this, and that's why I could speak on it. That's why people say to me, oh, you're spot on, or, I speak the truth. Yeah, it's the truth, because I lived through it, you guys. I'm giving you facts, real life experience. This is some of these things you will not find in a textbook. So one of the things that I know for a fact is they worry that you're going to get over on them. All right. So this is why a lot of narcissists will cheat on you first, or cheat on you to begin with, because it would crush a narcissist. If they went in the relationship and they were loyal and faithful and you ever cheated on them, and they never did it to you, that would destroy, I'm talking destroy a narcissist. You've got to understand they have fragile egos, all right? They're not built tough like you and me, all right? So for them, they worry that you would get over on them. So they worry that, you're going to cheat on them first. It's funny because I actually had a narcissist who actually said this to me and said, at the end of the relationship, I was like, well, why did you do what you did? And he was like, well, I was really afraid of getting hurt and everything like that. Or, they also love to accuse you of cheating when you haven't cheated and then say something like, well, I don't care. I cheated on you first. All right. So the point in all of this is that they worry that you're going to get over on them first. They've always got to get over on you first, all right? What's another weird thing that narcissists worry about? They worry that they're going to be the favorite, all right? And this you see in families, this you see in the workplace. They're always worried. They always want to be the favorite, okay? The one they never want to be scapegoated at all. So they will manipulate who's ever got the power and control in the family, and they will play up to them. They will flatter them. They will manipulate them. A lot of times they're covert narcissists. So they're worried because they always want to be the favorite in a family. They always want to be the favorite in the office. This could be the covert narcissist in the office. Somebody wanted me to talk about, covert narcissists in the office. Covert narcissists in the office are the ones that are always playing up and kissing up to the boss, okay? They're passive aggressive. They want to portray you as the bad guy. And they, of course, want to be the favorite, all right? Now, moving along, I made this massive list, you guys, about things that narcissists worry about. They also worry that people are going to like you over them, all right? They always got to be the popular one, and you have to be the outcast. So narcissists worry about their popularity, and they fake popularity. They fake being popular. They always want to think that they have tons of friends. They're more popular. A lot of times they'll try to put you down and say, well, you have no friends. You have no friends. Because the narcissist values how many friends you have or popularity by your value. That's how valuable a person you are, is by how popular you are. So you'll notice that a lot of narcissists will try to portray that they're popular, that everybody likes them and everything. They'll post a lot of pictures on social media with a lot of people, like all together out one at night, like, oh, they're so popular. Look at all the friends they have, this and that. It's all a facade, okay? It's all to make other people think that they have this fabulous life, that they're liked, they have so many friends. And, it's to make you feel insecure too. See, they worry about their image. The other thing too, like I said, they also worry that people will like you over them. And here's the last thing that they worry about. They worry that you'll see them through the mask and that you'll expose them. So narcissists never, ever want to be seen for who they are, okay? They live in fear that you will eventually see them for who they are. And this is one of the reasons, too, they will want to discard you, is because now you're seeing them for who they are. They're no longer Mr. or Mrs. Wonderful. And now the narcissist, once you see them for who they are, they can't manipulate you, right? So they've got to make sure that they can monkey branch over to somebody else, because now they're worried that you're going to see through them, and also not just seeing through them, that you're going to expose them to everybody else, and that's going to ruin their game, okay? So it ruins their game when people find out that they're toxic, when people find out they're a liar, when they find out they're a gaslighter, when they find out they're a cheater. It kills their game. So one of the weird things that narcissists worry about is they're going to worry that you see that through the mask, or you tell other people and you expose them, or that other people will see through the mask. See, narcissists love to live behind a mask. They love to do everything, in a sneaky type of way, especially the covert narcissist. They're always hiding behind a mask. So this is one of the weird behaviors or worries, rather, is to worry that people are going to see them for who they truly are. So I hope that helps you guys. If it does, hit the subscribe button, share the podcast. If you're looking for confidential one-on-one phone coaching, check out the link in the bio at askyaz.wixsite.com/thegameexposed. I have limited time available, you guys. If you're confused, you don't know if you're dealing with a narcissist, what type of narcissist it is, and you need clarity, you need advice, check out the link in the bio. Also, check out my YouTube, where I have over 6,000 videos. I lay it all down on there at the Game Exposed podcast. My TikTok is the Game Exposed. Instagram is the Game EXP123. And have a great day.